All right, good morning, friends. We are going to do some more math today. We are going to use our solids that we've been talking about, our cubes, our spheres, our cones, and our cylinders today in real life puzzles. We're going to be looking at some castles that some kids are building in our math workbooks, and we're going to try and help them figure out which solid they could add to their castle, okay, by experimenting. So I'm going to ask you to pause for a second, and I'm going to ask you to see if you can find a sphere around your house, maybe a small ball or something like that, okay? A block, some type of cube, a small cube that you could find, maybe a block. A cylinder, maybe a small can from the kitchen that you could use. It doesn't need to be big, a small can. And if for some reason you have some type of cone around your house, maybe an ice cream cone or a party hat, but if you do not have a cone, it's okay because I have mine and I can use mine for us when we're doing it, okay? So I'm thinking the sphere, the cube, and the cylinder might be pretty easy things you can find around your house. If you can't find them all, that is okay. I want you to work along with me, and I have them right here to use, okay? So I'm going to give you a second to go ahead and pause me and go off and find those things. If you can find 3 of them quickly, and then a cone if possible. If you can't, do not worry, come back because I have all of them right here and we can do it together, okay? All right, so I'm going to pause and let you go off and find those things. A sphere, a cube, a cylinder, and possibly a cone if you have one, okay? Go ahead and go do that. All right, so the other thing you need is your math workbook page. So you need page 713. 713, okay? So go ahead and find that page in your math workbook, all right? And when you get there, go ahead and write your name at the top of the page, okay? So I'll pause and let you get to the math page too. Okay, so we're on page 713. The girl is looking at the castle that she has built, okay? I'll pull this a little bit closer for you. All right, so let's look at the different shapes that we have in the castle. We have a cube, we have a cylinder, we have another cube, and we have 2 cones, and then we have a cube. All right, she wants to find the shapes that she would be able to stack on top of that cube. So let's look at the first one down at the bottom. All right, so if I have a cube and you have your cube, okay, if you don't, you can watch me. If I have a cube, let's see, can I stack a cylinder on top of it? I sure can. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that, okay? The next one they want to know is, can she stack a sphere on top of the cube? Let's see what happens. What happens? That does not work, does it? Now, can I stack another cube on top of my cube? I sure can. So I can go ahead and circle that. Very good. All right. So now you see how we're building the different castles and looking at the different shapes that can stack on top. So now let's go ahead and turn the page. All right. And now we're looking at the knight in his castle, okay? Let's look at the shapes in this castle. They used 2 cones on either side. They used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. Very good. And 1 cylinder. Excellent. Okay. They want us to find the shapes that we could stack on top of the cylinder and put an X on the shapes that cannot stack on top of the cylinder. So let's get out our cylinder. Okay, we have our cylinder. Oh, my paper is really crooked here. Sorry, friends. All right, let's take a look. I've got my cylinder right here. All right, first thing, they want to know if I can stack a cube on top of my cylinder. Okay, let's try it and see. Does it work? Yes, it does. So we can circle that cube. Uh-oh, hold on, my cylinder just flew away. Okay, I got it. Next one. They want to know if I can put another cylinder on top of my cylinder. All right, hold on one second because I need to go grab another cylinder. Hold on one second, friends. Okay. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Rooney wasn't very prepared. Okay, so I have a cylinder. Can I put another cylinder on top of a cylinder? Yes, I can. All right, so I can circle that. Now, if I take my cylinder, okay, now this is definitely going to roll away on me, I think. Can I stack a sphere on top of my cylinder? No, I cannot. As you can see, it just rolled away from me. So I'm going to put an X on top of that, okay? All right, so the two shapes that I could stack on top of that cylinder were the cube and the cylinder. The one that could not was the sphere. Very good. All right, let's turn the page. Now we're on the page with the dragon. All right, let me try to grab my sphere here as it rolled away because it can't stack on top of anything. All right, so I have my sphere back. All right, so now let's take a look at the dragon's castle. Let's look at the shapes that he has in his tower. He used two cones. He used cubes below. He used cylinders. Then he used a cylinder and a cube. And on top he has the cube. Very good. All right, this time we're going to circle the shapes that we could use to stack on top of that cube. And we're going to put an X on the shapes that could not stack on top of the cube. All right, so first thing, let's grab our cube. If you have your cube, go ahead and grab your cube. All right, now the first one they want me to try is my cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to put my cylinder on top. Can I stack a cylinder on top of that cube? I sure can. Good job. So I'm going to circle it. All right, now I have my cube. What's the next one they want to see if I can stack on top? They want to see if I can stack my other cube on top. Can I do that? Sure can. So I'm going to circle that. They keep doing this to me with this sphere. They like seeing me run around my playroom, I think, when it rolls off. All right, let's take a look at my cube. What's the next one they want me to do? They want me to check and see if that's sphere, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Does that work? Nope, it does not. Good job. For a second, it looked like it was going to work. All right, so the shapes that he could put on top of his cube were the cylinder and another cube, but not that pesky sphere, right? Good job. All right, let's go ahead and turn to the last page. All right, on this page, I want you, let's go through and let's name the different solids or the shapes that he used, that the poor knight's horse used to make his castle. Let's take a look. He used a cube, a cylinder, another cube, a cylinder, and a sphere, right? Then he used a cylinder, another cube, I had to look at that closely, another cylinder, a cube, and a cone. Now they want us to circle the shapes that we could stack on top of the cone and draw an X on the shapes that could not stack on the cone. All right, here we've got our cone, just like his castle, right? Okay, let's take a look. I've got the cone. And let's see here. The first one they want us to try is our cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to pull my cylinder. If you have your cylinder, go ahead and check yours. All right, let's see here. Is that going to work? Okay, hold your breath. Let's see. I'm going to take my fingers away. Did it work? It does not work. Very good. So we are going to put an X on the ones that cannot stack. All right. We've got our cone. All right. Now what do they want us to check? They want us to check another cone. All right. I'm going to put my cone on top. Oh, as we can see, did that work? Does not work, right? And I lost my cone in the process. I don't even know where it went. Okay, here we go. All right, let's check. Oh, now they want us to do this pesky sphere again, don't they? All right, here's my cone. What do you think? Is the sphere is it gonna stack on top? It is not. I'm even gonna set my marker down because I keep drawing all over myself when I try this. Okay, let's try it. Looks pretty, right? Looks like a pom-pom on top of a party hat. What's going to happen if I let go? Exactly. I cannot stack a sphere on top of a cone. All right, last one. I've got this cone, and I got a cube. Can I stack the cube on top of my cone? Let's see. All right, you ready? What do you think is going to happen? Should I let go? All right. All right, let's try it one more time and make sure. Does it work? It does not work. Exactly. Why can't anything stack on top of the cone? Because it has the point, right? Its flat side is on the bottom. So that doesn't help. I can't stack anything on top of the cone. I can stack the cone on top of other things, like those cubes, but I cannot stack anything else on top. So is he done building this castle? Yes, he is. He can't add anything else to that castle right now. Very good. What do you think that sphere, what do you think he might have been trying to do with that sphere? Why do you think that sphere is just all the way over to the side there? Do you think he might have tried to stack it on top of that cone? I think he did. And that's why it's on the side there. That's what I always think when I look at this math page. I'm always like, why did they just put that sphere on the side? And I think it's because the horse tried to stack it on top of that cone and it didn't work. All right, my friends, great job on math. Way to work those out with me. All right, see you later, friends.